Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Definitely. Always up for a good deep dive.
Well, today we're looking at this really intense article from the Morning Post.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
it's about this drone attack in Kazan, Russia. Happened just yesterday, actually.
Yeah, December 21st. Crazy stuff.
And the article kind of compares it to 9/11, which got me thinking,
Yeah, I can see why they'd make that connection.
But instead of, the Twin Towers, these drones, they went after apartment buildings.
Right. Civilian targets, Azure Skies, Manhattan, those complexes.
Exactly. So, where do we even begin with this?
Well, I think the Morning Post lays it out pretty clearly, actually. They describe, the drones hitting those buildings, the damage, the people hurt.
Yeah, the casualties. That's just...
It's awful. And the article talks about how Kazan's mayor, what's his name? Ilser Metchin.
Right, Metch.
He jumped right in, organizing evacuations, shelters, trying to get everyone what they needed.
Yeah, the article mentioned that. But what really got to me was that they intercepted some drones, but a lot of them still got through.
Right, which is, that's part of what makes this whole thing so scary, right?
Totally. And it makes you think, how is this like 9/11 and how is it totally different?
Well, we both use these, attacks from the air. Like, that's a clear parallel.
Yeah. Both aimed at causing like mass panic. That's psychological impact.
Exactly. But the targets themselves, that's where things diverge.
Right. 9/11 was more about those symbolic economic targets. And this is
people's homes, regular people just living their lives.
a whole different kind of, a whole different level of messed up.
It really is. And then you add in the whole drone aspect.
That's what the article really hammered on, wasn't it?
Yeah, because drones, they change the game. Think about it.
It's like this detached kind of warfare, right?
Probably. The attacker, they're not physically there, so it's less risky for them.
But the terror it inflicts, that's still very real.
Absolutely. And it could have huge consequences. The article talks about, things escalating between Russia and Ukraine.
Even mentioning like nuclear war. That's a worst case scenario, but
it's on people's minds. And this attack, it doesn't help. It just fuels those fears.
So, okay, we've got this event, this awful attack, and the Morning Post is drawing these 9/11 comparisons, but
the world's reaction, that might be totally different.
Exactly. Will other countries see this as like a reason to step in?
Good question. And will it lead to, some kind of crackdown on drone warfare, like stricter rules internationally?
Those are the questions, right? Nobody has the answers yet.
Not yet, but those conversations, they're going to happen in governments, at the UN, everywhere.
So where does that leave us? We've got this horrifying event, these comparisons to 9/11 that might not even fit.
And a whole lot of unknowns about what happens next.
Exactly. But I think what we really need to consider, and what I want everyone listening to think about, is this. How does this change the way we view modern warfare?
Because it does change things. Drones targeting civilians. This isn't the old way of fighting.
It's a new chapter and a scary one. And how the big players react, that's going to shape everything that comes next.
A lot to process, for sure.
It is. But these are the conversations we need to be having. So keep those questions in mind as this story unfolds. Pay attention to how things develop. It's going to be crucial.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, that's all the time we have for our deep dive today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.